One thing I have noticed consistently asked on the internet, whether it's GameFAQs, whether it's Reddit, whether it's just on the internet in general, is how do you get tier 2 for Perun, the rare blade Perun? How do you get her affinity chart leveled up? That tier 2, it's very vague. You'll see something like 0 out of 3, talk to townsfolk and do something compassionate, or do a compassionate act. And it's extremely vague. And look, I didn't get this done until pretty far along in the game, so I don't think it's anything you can just immediately knock out as soon as you summon Perun, if you summon her quite early. But even when you haven't unlocked her tier 2, the trust is still going up towards those other tiers. I immediately unlocked tiers 3 and 4 when I unlocked tier 2. Okay, now before we start this, there are obviously going to be some location spoilers. It's a guide, there's nothing I can really do about that. So if you don't want to see some locations that weren't in pre-release stuff, don't watch this guide. But you're going to need a couple of things that you can get in Argentum. First, you want to go and buy a Nopon chess set, or a Coral Nopon chess set, either one will do. And then you want to go around and make sure that you have either a silver cylinder or a golden cylinder from the salvaging merchant. So either cylinder and either chess set, just as long as it says Nopon chess set and as long as it's a silver cylinder or above. And now let's move on to our first good deed. You want to go to Uraya and you want to go to Fonsa Mima. And you want to go to this village here, and what you're looking for is just off to the side as you come in, like just past the inn, there is a little dock area or a little lake sort of thing, and there'll be a little kid fishing in there. And you talk to him and he says some stuff, and essentially all he wants is a chess set, a Nopon chess set. So you give him the Nopon chess set and bang, your little tier 2 for affinity goes up by 1. That's the first good deed. Second, we're going to head over to Morordain. You want to go to Alba Kravenich, and somewhere on the roof is good. The person you're looking for is actually on the far side roof area. You can't do this until you have completed like that initial Morordain quest line. So you can't just do it the second you get here, because the NPC won't actually be up here. So you want to head round, and the thing to keep in mind with this guy is that he only shows up at a very specific time of day. And that is something that you can keep in mind with the other people. If they aren't present, then you just have to change the time until they are. But this particular NPC shows up at in the evening time, only in the evenings. So you want to change the time. I just change it to 5 o'clock or 1700 hours, and he appears. I have already done this guy. He doesn't reappear like the fishing kid. But he will ask for, he'll say some stuff about being a salvager, and then he'll ask for a cylinder, and you can give him either a golden or a silver cylinder. And the final one is then in the Indolan Praetorium. You just head up to what's called a Milama Viewpoint. So that's right up the back and to the left side of the map. And up here, you are given an option. It's you can throw money off the edge of the cliff. So yeah, it's not hard to get up here, but you can throw money off the edge here, and there's a couple of different options. It'll say throw 10, throw 100, throw 500. You have to pick throw 500 gold, and then you have to pick gently. There's 3 options, and it's like gently, strong, or with all your force, like all out. You basically want to do the weakest one possible. So 500 gold, throw it off lightly, and you will instantly get another tick up on that Perun's affinity chart. Because what actually happens is that it falls down below, it doesn't go off the edge, and a poor person picks it up down the bottom. So that's the final little good deed. Now there are others peppered throughout. These are just the ones that I could remember, and I do remember most people getting at least 1 out of 3 early on. And I think it's something simple, like you basically just talk to somebody in Gormott or Morordain, and you don't really have to do much. I think it's just like give us some advice or something. So I think you'll probably be at 1 out of 3 already. And yeah, in that case, the easiest ones to do are the Indolan Praetorium and probably the fishing kid in the Uraya. And that's all, guys. You will get tier 2. As I said, the trust does increase even when you don't have that tier 2. So as soon as I unlocked tier 2, tier 3 and 4 both unlocked for me instantly. Perun is a really cool blade. I really like her, and I do like the Mega Lance weapon. So I thought I would just enlighten everybody because it seems to be a question asked a lot. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.